everyone. We are going to continue working with the distributive property, and we're just kind of slowly expanding what's in that expression that's using the distributive property. So first we just did problems where there were two terms inside the parentheses. Then we did some problems where there were three terms inside the parentheses. Now, I don't know if you see what's different, but we have the number that's going to come in and say hi, multiply here. But then at the end, we have a plus or a minus something. We have plus 5b. We can't do anything with this yet. It can't combine with this b because it's stuck inside the parentheses. When we get it out after using the distributive property, then I think we're going to have some b terms to combine. But right now, nobody can combine. There's these guys in the party, but 6 is going to come, say hi, multiply, bring them outside, and then hopefully be able to kind of combine there with that 5b. So let's take a look at it. The first thing I'm going to do is take care of this because this implies there's multiplication, and in order of operations, multiplication comes before addition. I have to multiply 6 times the quantity of 3b plus 7. So again, rainbow. I have 6 times 3b, 18b. Just like we did before, drop down the plus. And then 6 is going to come and say hi, multiply. Multiply with 7, that's 42. Drop down the plus. And then we haven't done anything with this 5b. It's just still waiting to add with everybody else. Just drop it down. This guy also drops down. Now we have 8b plus 42 plus 5b. This looks like what we were doing in the beginning of the unit, just combining like terms in an expression. If I was going to highlight my b terms, right, here's 18b. This plus goes with the 5b. The symbol, the plus or minus always goes with the number after it. And this is just a plus 42. It's a constant. It's not the prettiest highlighting there, but it works. So I can combine my 18b and my 5b, and I know 18 plus 5, that's 23b. I took care of those guys. Now I'm just left with plus 42. 42 cannot combine with that because it's a constant, and this is a variable term. My most simplified form is this. And talk about simplifying. Look at this big, long, complicated thing we had. We had 6 times the quantity of 3b plus 7 plus 5b. Now we just have 3b plus 42. Nice and simple. All right, let's look at another example. Same kind of like this one up here, but here we had the distributive property part of the problem first, and then just plus 5b. This next one, we have the 3x plus. This guy's just got to wait and hang out until 2 goes in and multiplies with 4x minus 7, gets them out of the parentheses, and then we should be able to do some combining. So 3x and the plus, they just drop down. They're waiting to do something, but they can't combine with any of this yet because like the other x term is caught in the parentheses. Now we do distributive property. 2 times 4x is 8x. Drop down the minus. 2's got to say hi and multiply with 7. That's 14. So now I can see I have 3x. I'm going to highlight in yellow my x terms. The plus goes with that 8x. The minus goes with the 14. That's a constant. I'm going to make that one pink. So my x's are yellow. I can combine my yellows. 3x plus 11x, 3x plus 8x is 11x. This guy just drops down, doesn't have anyone to combine with. Again, we had this big, long expression that we just brought down to 2 terms because we are awesome. 2 more examples. All right. This one's like the last one where 7x is just going to hang out until these guys get out of the parentheses by doing the distributive property. So 7x plus is just going to wait. 3 times 8x That's 24x. Drop down the plus. 3 times 7 is 21. I'm going to highlight my x terms. 1. And then the plus goes with the 24x. And then finally, my constant's all by itself. It's pink. It's just going to drop down all by itself. 7x plus 24x is 31x. Drop down the plus 21. Once again, I have cleaned this up so nicely. Feels good to simplify. Makes things so much cleaner. Ooh, now instead of an x term out here, I just have a constant. It still has to wait and hang out. It can't add with this because first you got to take care of the multiplication. Multiplication before addition. 2 plus, you just wait. You're just going to wait right there until we get all of these terms out of the parentheses. Then we can do some combining. And take 9, multiply it by negative 2x. That's negative 18x. 9 times 3 is 27. I'll do my constants in pink. I got a 2 and I got a plus. This pink marker is not got much life left in it. Plus 27. And then this plus negative 18x. I can kind of clean that up a little bit too. I can combine these guys because they're both constants. 2 plus 27 is 29. Plus negative 18x, adding a negative is the same thing as just subtracting. We do not need to have that many symbols there. We want this simple. 29, take away 18x. There you go.